I wake up every single day. I am who I say I am. And I get what I get because I live in beast mode. Stop being gazelles. You're not average. You're not even good. You were born to be great.
We keep it burning.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Phillips.
What's happening, y'all? How y'all
Carl
feeling?
Wesley Phillips.
Yes, sir.
And Dr. E.T.
Hey,
the
but you
hip-hop
can
preacher.
call me E.T.
You
Right?
can call me E.T.
Call me E.T.
Today's episode is brought to you by HelloFresh. Listen, man, HelloFresh.com. Go check them out. You heard me talk about it last week or the week before. Man, super fresh meals, low cost. You try the Spanish-style spaghetti, the pistachio-crusted chicken, the tricolor quinoa salad.
Not the
Listen,
quinoa.
man, especially for my fellas out there, right? You got a young lady in your life. Stop
Hey,
making
Valentine's Day coming up,
that
y'all.
Kraft macaroni and cheese. Stop making those grilled cheese, the bowl of rice that you keep making that keep drying up, clumping up, and go to HelloFresh.com, man. This is what you do, all right? Go to HelloFresh.com, order up the meals. I promise you, it takes 20 minutes. Me and my wife did it. We had a little chopped challenge. You know, that's one of our favorite shows, so we did the chop hookup. You know what I'm saying? And it came out pretty fire. She beat me.
But hey,
But
put
look,
you on some real
if you about to have a
plates.
date night, what you do is, you don't tell her that you got the
right.
HelloFresh.
Put it on some real plates.
Yeah, you get real plates, silverware, stuff like that. They're going to send you all the ingredients you need. I mean, literally
crazy.
everything you possibly could want, and it's measured out. So you know how sometimes it's like, oh, I'm bad with like, what's it called, metrics?
Yeah.
So like quart, pint, I don't,
A picture this and a picture that.
I'm just
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
so they send it measured exactly the way you want to. So imagine
Just throw
she
that
come
joint
in
in.
and you got the Spanish style spaghetti
Right
with
there.
the tri-quinoa salad on the side.
With the China
She
ware.
come in.
Now, all I'm gonna say though is make sure you don't set it up too much, because then you gonna have to continue this, and at some point she gonna find out.
No, she don't have to find out.
Yeah,
Y'all
well,
getting married.
no. Yeah, no. Or
then
the
it's
grown
too late.
man gifts. You know what I'm saying?
Almost made me lost for
One of
water.
One or two, okay? Hey, you said that was as far as I could go on the
No
podcast.
questions asked.
I'm just gonna
go
keep
as
it.
far as you can.
My goal is to incorporate the grown man gifts into every single one. So hopefully HelloFresh appreciates that on their read.
They'll let you know if they don't.
Yeah, no, they definitely will, and I'm not mad at them. So listen, man, am I tripping, or is it like the worst thing in the world to get sick? So after the podcast last week, it was funny because I told Carl before the podcast, and I don't know, nobody said nothing to me, so the podcast must have came out all right anyway. But like before the podcast, I told Carl, I'm like, yo, I'm not feeling right. And he was like, what? And I was like, man, I was thinking about postponing the podcast, but he had to leave. And I was like, man, I don't know what's up. Like, so I finished the podcast out, and I, got up, took the kids to school. I came home, y'all. I mean, obviously y'all know, but I'm telling our listeners.
Right.
Yo,
Well, obviously we didn't know because you was
home.
gone for 2 days. I didn't know what was going on.
What
I knew
happened?
something was wrong when Tobe was putting stuff up on social media. You wasn't saying nothing about it.
No.
I said, she must be sick.
No.
He's sick as a dog.
Duh. I came in, I'm talking about from dropping the kids off and fell asleep, like got in the bed and fell asleep with all my clothes on and didn't wake up for like 6-7 hours.
Wow.
I was like, yo, and I woke up, and of course, the nausea, and I'll spare y'all the rest of the details, but just sick as a dog. But I'm talking about, I am the worst sick patient in the world. Like, I think every time I get sick, my wife like borderline's ready to divorce me. Cause I'm talking about I'm like the only person to ever get sick. I called my mama. I'm like, I told you, remember we talked about that. I called my mom every time I get sick. I was like, Mom, you think I could, cause I had the body
muscle
aches.
memory.
I'm like, yo, can I
Muscle
take some
memory,
Motrin?
bro, that's all.
I don't even know why I called her. I just called her. And it was, I'm talking about literally terrible. So, but I don't know what happened. I was just praying like, God, I can't be down this long. Yeah. And Friday morning I woke up and I was 100%
It was like 2
fine.
days. Like
yeah,
a day
it
and a
was
half.
like, 36 hours,
I
something
said
like
something was
that.
wrong. Tobe, 2 days in a row. Tobe just putting up on his own.
Bruh.
I'm like, Tobe, see, I asked Tobe, I said, Tobe, C ain't hit you yet? Like that one thing you put up, he was like, no, he ain't hit me yet. I was like, yo, he's sick, flat out.
Oh yeah, no,
He's
I was
sick.
done.
Something
I was
wrong.
done.
Something wrong.
I remember you asked me, I think somebody texted me or asked me or something, and I was like, I didn't even see it. I didn't even pick up my phone. The one thing I did do, is, it's hard to even lift your head off the pillow. But I tell you what I did watch, because I promise you, everybody, like I feel terrible because I don't get a chance to watch anything, right? Between work and then you got the kids and the wife, like we don't like get to watch any TV. So like people always say, oh, did you see this, you see that? And I'm always like, nah, I missed it. You know what I'm saying? Like the one things, the few things I do try to watch, Michigan State or something, if it's a huge game or something. I try to use all my TV credits to watch the Lions get their butts spanked. I watched, and I know y'all didn't watch it, and I didn't even ask you about it, but I watched the New Edition special. Did y'all see any of that?
I did, but my wife every day my wife like, you gotta watch it.
It's fire.
That's what Diddy said. She's like, you gotta see it.
It was fire, bro. And New Edition, now I'm a little young, but New Edition was rocking even when I was young. And I already know, I was trying to get your opinion. I was like, yo.
Yeah, we the same age.
Exactly. Yeah. So, man, they casted it phenomenally. It was like 2 hours
Best
a
thing
night,
BET ever done.
3 nights in a row. I had recorded it, so I was laying in the bed. I couldn't really do much else. I was like, man, I recorded it because I seen it coming on. And you know how many things I record and don't never get a chance to watch. I was like, yo, I'm watching something.
Is there a way for you to send that to me? That's not possible, is it?
So get this. Well, you got Comcast, right?
Oh, it's on demand?
It's on demand.
No, he got DirecTV.
I got DirecTV.
Oh, so
Yeah,
you probably
got it on demand. Yeah, you got it on
I ain't
demand.
know that.
Pay for it?
No, it's free on demand.
No, yeah.
Like I literally was, I
My
was
wife
trying to
was like
record
on my
it.
head, like
No,
every
it's
day.
good.
She like,
You will like it, bro.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it's
fine.
good.
5 hours.
Yeah.
Why did YB said ET you Michael Bivins? He's like, you gotta watch the character. You Michael Bivins in the character. I'm like, okay, let me watch it to see.
No, I'm Michael
quite.
Bivins.
Okay.
No, I'll tell you, I'm Michael Bivins. Michael Bivins was more like straight cutthroat down the middle. You would be more like, let's see, you'd be more like Ralph Tresvant. Sensitivity.
I ain't mad. I ain't mad.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't
no,
mad.
Michael
Now,
Bivins
you gotta
was,
watch it,
no,
though.
Michael Bivins was like more like bossy, like, you know what I mean, in terms of like telling people what to do and
I
like,
don't
yo,
know why
sit
YB
down.
thought that was me.
Yeah, I'm like, YB, that ain't E at all. Like, no.
Well, maybe I need to check the checks. Maybe he said
YB,
something
go
else.
rewatch the movie and then
Let's revisit that.
Let's figure out. I guess Carl would be Bobby Brown.
Oh, it's my prerogative. Hey, so let me
Bobby
say this
cut
about
up.
the
Bobby
sick.
was cutting up.
Let me say this about the sick thing though, because what is a hypochondriac? What's the? I don't know what the opposite of that is, but that's got to be my wife, right? So everybody was hitting me up at during the game, like, yo, E, I hope Diddy feel better. I was like, you hope she feel better. Well, she said on her
She had the
Facebook,
Super Bowl. You at the crib.
No, what I'm saying, she was saying in
think
her
she had.
Facebook thing, she said something about being sick. So, and she was like, but I'm better or whatever. So everybody was asking me.
Social media, but have your funeral ready.
Right.
You gotta be careful saying that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, so I was like, bro, I'm sorry, I don't even know what's going on. Coming to find out, Diddy was like, I did have my stomach was queasy and, she's like, I'm feeling a little whatever. She's like, but it was a Super Bowl. So it was no way I was going to tell you that I was sick. So she was like, I got dressed, and I just kept telling myself I was going to be better. And she was like, yo, once I got out the house, we went to a tailgate party, which really wasn't a tailgate party. It was the Astrodome. You know what I'm saying? We in the Astrodome. Ain't no, that's not tailgate. Tailgate is outside with a little barbecue. But they had like the Taste of Texas with 50, 60 different, entrees. But she was like, she felt better. And I'm laughing because I'm like, yo.
She's just rubbing that in our face. I don't know why you saying it, and I'm not connecting to the story. I'm connecting to all the fun I missed.
Oh, no, you didn't miss no fun, bro.
I'm sitting here like,
I promise
wow,
you didn't miss no fun. Yeah, I promise you didn't miss no fun. Yeah, you didn't miss
We had a
nothing. I
terrible
promise.
time.
We'll talk about it later. But yeah, Diddy is the very opposite. Like Diddy, even with MS, she never missed work. You know what I'm saying? Like she got to be like sick, what I don't know what that is. Yeah. So it's the opposite. She don't call her mom, see, she don't tell me.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I don't know what it is, bro. Like, yo, even when I get a cold, if I get a cold, I'm shutting it down. I'm shutting everything down.
So the one thing I learned is don't sit down or lay down.
Yeah, that was
if
Diddy
I
said.
do that,
Yeah,
I'm a
she
rat.
said she
I'm a rat.
With the flu though,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
talking
you
about
had
that
the
thing
flu.
lay you
Yeah.
down.
Oh, no, you had
Dog,
the flu.
no, I'm talking about like, you know how you get the chills?
Yeah.
I was I was fully dressed, like hoodie, sweats, everything, under like 5 covers. I'm talking about with the chill bumps. You know what I'm saying? Just like one of those type deals.
And you knew it wasn't premenopausal.
Oh, I knew it. I was hoping.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying because you got out.
I
You
was
cold.
hoping.
You know what I'm saying? It could
I
have
was
been
hoping I
anything,
could
bro.
at least hold out to 40
Yeah, right,
before
right.
that
Right,
come.
before
But
that
yeah.
come.
So no, man, I got a chance to watch that. It was great, man. Shout out to one of the members of New Edition is my neighbor. So shout out to him. I don't want to say his name. We got a star-studded little neighborhood.
Yeah, I know y'all do.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah,
Hey,
y'all got
it's
some
quite a
boys.
few.
Ricky
You know what I'm
Smiley
saying?
Show.
Yeah. It's quite a few local celebrities running
Right
around
there.
my neighborhood.
Well, they better hurry up because he ain't gonna be there long with
Right,
the
right.
consultation he doing and the money he making.
Oh,
he won't be there long.
No. We moving on up.
Yeah,
Buckhead,
for
here
sure.
we come. So yeah, no. All right, cool. So of course, and here go the thing. Carl said it, and I was gonna bring it up. Anytime we're doing the podcast Thursday. So anytime you do the podcast on Thursday and an event happens over the weekend, you get stuck in like this matrix of talking about last weekend and what's coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
Right? So I thought, man, we'll have all this stuff to talk about because the Super Bowl was so crazy. E was actually there.
Yeah, we could talk about the draft with the Lions.
Yeah. Hold on. No. But here's where, and E, I want to get your full perspective of finally, first one of all of us, I guess Josh went to the Super Bowl
Last year, yeah.
but to actually go to the Super Bowl and give an account of what the atmosphere and the environment and of course the game. But I'm going to task us because we're high-level thinkers. When we unpack the game, we are not allowed to do any references about staying in front once you got the lead or never giving up and coming from behind.
Right.
I've been hearing
I see
that
it
all
all
week.
week.
And I'm tired. It's too obvious.
week,
So
bruh.
we're not even going to, this is how.
And no
dope-
disrespect to those individuals
No,
who are
I'm
starting their
disrespecting
career.
because after first take run Monday morning,
Right.
don't
It's
say,
over. Right.
listen,
It's over.
it's too much. So
Right.
I'm saying, for real, we are not going to touch on the game from those
What about the
aspects.
halftime? What about the halftime show?
I didn't see much of that, but we'll let you.
And I was there and didn't see it.
Okay, right. So
I watched it. I
So-
watched it on TV.
Well, you can talk about it then.
y'all be thinking of a different way to unpack the game. But first, before we go to the actual game and what happened, because I'll talk about what I saw in the game, and of course I saw what everybody else saw. Right? You get a lead, keep going because you never know what happens. You get down, keep fighting because you come back and win.
Absolutely.
All right, cool.
I thought I
Cliche
heard
as all
that
get out.
before.
We
Some
got
kind of
it
way I
out.
heard that before.
Cliche as all get out. We're not talking about the game from that perspective. But I do have some other things I want to talk about as it relates to the game. But E, talk about the whole experience. And you know what? It was crazy because when you were going down there, I was like, shoot, I remember E saying last year, literally, he was like, during the Super Bowl, I guess Diddy was like, why we not at the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
And he was like, what? I didn't know you wanted to go. And I was like, wow, y'all was down there. So for those of y'all who got a chance to see the picture on Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, just a great shot of you and Diddy at the game. So walk us through. I mean, you were down there. You hit about 100 schools while I was sick in the bed. I saw you was hitting schools. Y'all was going to restaurants, 50, 60 tents of food that me and Carl wasn't privy to. Tell us about the experience.
But they sent us all the
of the
photos of
Super
the
Bowl.
food, though. It's all good.
Well, hey, that's that way you could be there.
No, it didn't feel the same.
I ain't
I
tasted
couldn't eat
I
anyway.
tried. You know what I'm saying? A bruh trying still. You know what I'm saying? So let me say this first though, because I think this part is important. And I know this is not necessarily the marriage podcast, but you gotta court your girl, man, afterwards. What bothers me about people, man, is they get, they do all have all this energy before marriage, the wedding, they all pumped up. I gotta spend money on you. I gotta buy a suit. I gotta fly down there with my whole family. You know what I'm saying? You got all this energy, and then once you get married, and this isn't just married, it's most of y'all. You get a job, you geek, 4 months later, a year later, 3 years later, like you ain't geek no more. Like you gotta find a way, bruh. Like, you gotta grow up, and you gotta find a way not to let life, create stuff for you. You gotta create your own energy and your own whatever. So for me, I'm always trying to court my girl. So last year when I heard she wanted to go to the Super Bowl, first of all, my girl didn't even watch football, but I know the deal. One year, C and I, we did, what was that, C? We did like a voiceover for the not All-Star game. Yeah, we did. The voiceover was actually for MLB. It was for the All-Star game. So we ended up going to the All-Star game, and as a result, I ended up getting tickets to the World Series. So Diddy went to the World Series, right? So then, I ended up doing some work for Dan Gilbert.
World Series in Detroit?
Yeah, we played.
yeah, that's right.
I don't remember who we played, but we lost. But we were in the World Series that year.
Yeah, I do remember you going.
Yeah. So we went to the World Series. Then remember we went to the All-Star game.
All-Star game,
We went to the All-Star game. I had to do that in New Orleans, right? Why is it back in New Orleans again? Like that was 2-3 years ago. Like they don't have other cities that they could do it in. So then we went. Dan Gilbert had me do some stuff for the Cavaliers, and so of course we went to the NBA Finals. So I guess Diddy started writing this stuff
It's a
down.
common theme through all of these places you've been.
Me
I
and
ain't
Diddy.
never been to one. I ain't never been to one. You know
We
what
went to the
I'm saying?
All-Star game with
We
you.
capped out.
You went to the baseball All-Star game.
I've never been to a good one.
You know what I'm saying?
You know-
Hey, we went to the Clippers game. All of us went to the Clippers game as a family. So I don't know what they mean, y'all. I guess whatever they consider to be
We
a
don't
good
get to go
game.
to the big
It's
one.
levels to this.
It's
right,
levels.
It's levels
and,
to
and
this.
clearly we are at level 1, Carl. Me
You're
and
not at
Carl was
level
like,
one because
okay,
there's
Josh,
a lot of people watching us go who not going. So y'all
Josh.
definitely not. Look, guys, can I say this? They parked right next to CP3. We eating in the back. We sitting with CP3. It's not enough for them. All right, so I guess I'm gonna have to take them to the World
That
Series.
was a
next
regular
year.
season game. It was like game 5 of
Who
the
they
season.
play?
I don't remember, but
the
it was a good
Pistons.
game. They played the
It was the
Pistons. Yeah,
Pistons. That's
They
exactly
played
who
out.
it was.
So we was torn. So
I was torn.
we were torn. So whatever. Didi is like, I guess she go to all this stuff, so she just like she want to go to Super Bowl. So I wish I had time to get into like how to look. When you're great at what you do, like be careful with the law of attraction. Like I hate when people say the law of attraction, they just gonna say it out loud and this is gonna happen. There's stuff that has to happen before so the law of attraction can work for you, right? But long story short, and this on everything I love. Y'all heard me say it, but C called me like, yo, E, I know you ain't gonna wanna do this. I'm like, what? Nike wants you to come and do something for the Super Bowl. And I'm like, unbelievable. Then I end up getting a gig with the NFL. Like, unbelievable. So Didi and I, go, she geeked up, but here's my wife's thing. Like, she be killing me. Where are our seats? So she's like, we're at 300 level, 200 level.
Right.
Because if we ain't at the 100 level, I don't want to go. You know what I'm saying?
I feel her. We in the nosebleeds. I
watch
watch
that
it
on
on
TV
TV.
all day.
yeah.
All day.
So we had great seats, but I think the thing, see, and I'll let you ask the next question and get into that. I'll stop here. But I think what was deep for me, see, was like literally, and Carla put it up. For those of you who are watching right now, we'll just throw the pics up. But
Shout out to Breathe You. If you're not in Breathe You, we
yeah.
live streaming the
Oh, yeah.
podcast
So they
right
see
now.
it.
They're
Yeah.
watching
To
it
all
now.
our Breathe University students, yet another reason y'all could be having the podcast right
right
this
now.
second, but instead you about to get it in 8 hours.
Yeah. So I'm in the mall, Galleria, my favorite mall of the world. Why? Because my wife they got everything. 6 hotels, ice skating,
Oh, it's crazy.
food, whatever. So I'm walking through, of course, I run into Meek Mills. Meek like, E.T., what up? Been following your stuff. And I think for me, Brandon Marshall, I could just go on, Andre Ware, I could just go on.
Let me show a picture of Meek Mill and E.
What's my man name? Woodley gonna get mad at me. What's his first name? The UFC fighter.
Tyron.
Tyron.
Isn't that it? Right?
Yeah, I think that's it. Tyron, we linked up. Oh, put the pics up for you guys.
Yeah,
and so I think for me, y'all, what was sick
Come here, Black.
was the fact that these guys, like everybody knows us, see? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, like they watch the videos. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, is inspired by, the work that we're doing. So I think here's the crazy part. I was in the restaurant with a couple other hip hop artists, a couple legends. And here's the deal. Yo, I'm being real, see? People were like not even going up to them. Like they might have looked and been like, is that so-and-so? But they were literally walking up to me saying like, yo, E, I ain't on that groupie thing, but bro, you changed my life, E.
Yeah.
You changed my life. I went in one restaurant, young man was crying in tears, said, look, I was on crystal meth. I was 5 months, I was in rehab, and I listened to you every single day, all day. I started running. He said, see, he won a championship for jiu-jitsu, and the owner was like, yo, E, I've been knowing that kid since he was 5. He was like, you saved his life. And then the owner was like, yo, keep it 100 between you and me. We use your videos for training. So see, you got other celebrities in there. They sitting wherever. My man told yo, where your party at? Get them a room in the back. And I'm like, yo, we got to the point where the other owners were coming up to us. Is the food good? Can we take pictures with y'all? We want the owner to see that you're here.
Right.
Maybe we can get you back to do a training. And for me, see, the Super Bowl was supposed to be about the New England Patriots and the Falcons, and I'm there. Every restaurant, I'm getting held up. I'm walking up the street. My boy Thomas Davis called me out of nowhere. Thomas Davis was like, yo, E, I just saw you walking up the street.
Wow.
About to go to what's the name of that? Not the Cheesecake Factory, but Grand Lux, right? People stopped. Look, see, literally, people saw me walking and couldn't believe it. They would stop in the middle of the street, jump out. Like, I'm like, bro, you in the middle of the road, like, come to the side.
I promise you, he called me
Right.
on the phone and we couldn't talk.
Oh,
like
yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, "Hey, what's up? Just checking on you." I'm like, we just like 2 seconds and somebody like, "Oh, ET," and he like, "Oh, my bad, my
crazy.
bad." And then like 3 seconds, "Hey, ET." I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
I'm like, yo, Diddy, I was like, D, you straight? You know, I'm like, you straight? Because like we can't eat in peace. Like, you straight? Like, you know, we walking up the street just holding hands, people jumping out. Look, man, I ain't trying to be disrespectful, bro, but I see you with your wife. I said, but you are being disrespectful. You said you're not trying to be, but you being disrespectful. You see me and my girl trying to, you know, have a good time. And I was like, Diddy, how you doing? And Diddy had just watched Kevin Hart was in Target the day before, and his girl was with him, and she was pissed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she was like annoyed, like all these people. And Diddy was like, you know, Diddy older. So Diddy was like, she was like, why would you think I'd be bothered by the fact that these people hollering at us, they love you while we eating? She like, we wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for these individuals. And D was like, okay, leave it. And I shouldn't be saying numbers, but I just got to keep it real. The kid who was on meth, we left, and Diddy was like, write him I had given him a tip. I gave him, 18, 20%. Say it again?
You tell the story.
What story?
About how you, like, the dude, he was the owner's, like, friend or?
Oh, yeah, no, he knew him since he was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just knew my man since he was a kid. And so Diddy was like, yo, tip my man. I was like, I just gave him 20-some%. She's like, no, give my man $150. You know, so for me, I'm tripping. Like, my girl, because it would be tough. See, sometimes, you know, you doing work and your girl ain't with it. It could be a stress on it. So
Right.
D was like, nope, take care of that person, pay that person's bill. She was like, yo, we at the Super Bowl, you know, and we at the Super Bowl because of these people. So D was like, yo, we got to show people mad love. So I'll talk about the game perspective later. But for me, see, that was big. The airport, I couldn't get no rest. I'm on the plane, people want to take pics. And I'm just being real. All of you who've been rocking with us since, you know, Motivational Monday, magical Motivational Monday with the PDF form.
Don't take me back.
You know, whatever
Don't
the
take me
stars
back.
was. See, hey,
Don't take
Carl
me
had
back.
a sweet though with the stars.
Oh,
the
man.
stars was coming out that joint. And so, see, I just want to just, you know, mad shout out to everybody, man, from day one to now who have gotten on board, man. It just really made us, you know, the #1 motivational, you know, company in the world, bro. So
I was at the mall Friday, dude was like, ain't you? No, never mind.
So
He's like, no, he thought somebody from Love and Hip Hop.
oh wow, I ain't send it to you.
He said, ain't your name Vic? I was like, no.
Hey, I
like-
went to the hospital. I ain't even want to get into that story, but we're in the hospital with my daughter.
Yeah.
And they're taking care of her arm, and there's a dude that works at the hospital that walks by, and I had on something grind gear or something, and my
Yeah.
man like did the double take like, and he came back to the room like, oh my God, the camera about to bust its head real quick.
I'm talking about just went to
That's some
sleep.
slow motion.
Camera was like,
Hey, if I'm bored, y'all tell me. Don't just go to sleep.
I'm talking about the whole camera.
hurry up
Just
with
went
this
down.
stuff. The camera, y'all, the camera literally just slow-mo died.
No, so my man like did the double take and look back like he like, yo, I'm like starstruck. I'm like, who he talking to? My man like, yo, I'm in BU. I'm a member of BU. You Carl, right? I'm like, yeah. He like, man, I just want to meet you. And I'm like, whoa, at the hospital.
At the hospital, bro.
I'm like, yeah, this getting
In
out of
Lansing.
control. They recognizing me. This getting out of control,
Wow.
y'all. I
Yeah.
promise. I sit as far back behind these two as I can. It's getting out of control.
Wow, no, that's dope, man. So that part of the game, you know, the weekend, which you already knew with all them people down there, was gonna be crazy. But then the actual game, and y'all know I live in Atlanta, so let me tell you something.
I'm sure it was fire.
I can't imagine.
It's still like eerie around the city. Like it was so crazy, man. Like the day before the Super Bowl, I'm talking about the gym everywhere. I'm talking about Falcons. It was flying. Rise up.
Rise up.
Let me tell you something. I went to the gym on Monday morning. Shout out to the one dude who was like, I'm still gonna rep these Falcons. And he had like a wristband. He wasn't even in the shirt.
Not the full shirt.
In the shirt.
With the logo.
like-
Not even Falcons, just the logo.
Oh, I was talking about, they was so hurt. And I felt them. I can't for the first time in my life, I was happy I was a Lions fan. I was like, yo, I would rather be a Lions fan
than
right
that.
now.
Did you see the one though with the half Falcon? It was a logo. It was a half of the Falcon.
And not the Jordan.
It was
Jordan mean?
it was a Falcon sign logo, but it was half of it and said the second half not included.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all killing me right
Hey,
now.
and we not Atlanta. We ain't teasing you, man.
Oh, Atlanta, my spot.
Yeah,
Not at all.
hopefully y'all-
I wanted Atlanta to pull it off.
y'all
Wanna
getting
see you
up-
back
yeah,
next
Lee
shout out-
Lamb, my man Lee Lizzo.
Shout out to Chris, man, Cantus, the true
Yeah,
Atlanta boys. They
the
look
Lambs,
hurt.
the Lamb family.
Yeah.
Everybody
Hey, Chris,
hit me up.
you celebrated too early though.
Yeah.
You had a couple Instagram
I'm
videos.
talking about they was. I'm talking about they was
Good.
getting it. Hey, and you know Atlanta was repping. I'm talking about
Oh,
West
ATL
End
come
Atlanta.
with it.
No, I'm
Oh,
talking
they
about
come
at
with
the
it.
game.
I was gonna ask you, how was the balance?
Listen to me.
Yeah,
At the
no, they
game,
in that thing.
you
Yeah,
had
no.
at the game. You
Yeah.
had literal like.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Atlanta.
Oh,
They in there
wow.
dancing and
Yeah,
you know
no, this
doing
wasn't
their
no
thing.
highfalutin.
Gold chains,
Yeah.
gold teeth and since.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was
Yeah,
in
no,
raw
we
form.
was in there.
Yeah, they was in raw
Yeah,
form.
we were
bro.
in there. It
Yeah.
hurt very
Yeah.
bad. And
Yeah.
and here go the thing. People are like, oh man, the Patriots, y'all, because it's funny, not funny, but we have been talking about the Patriots, obviously, the Spurs, that kind of thing. And people like, somebody hit me up and was like, oh man, y'all know you happy the Patriots won. I was like, hold on,
I'm
let me
not a
tell you
Patriots
something.
fan.
I don't like the Patriots.
I said that in the video.
I hate the
Not like
Patriots.
Not a
Yeah.
Patriots
You know what I'm
fan.
saying? Like, where did y'all get that from?
Right.
And so let's talk about the game, what you saw, being in the stadium. I guess you can give us a little different opinion of kind of what was going on and what your thought process is. I didn't know till yesterday. You told me y'all were about to leave or you wanted to leave and Diddy wouldn't let you because the game was so out of hand. You was like, oh, this is boring. But anyway, walk us through.
No, for those of you, you didn't get that conversation with me and C, but literally, it was the middle of the third quarter, and I was like, I gotta go, Diddy. I was like, yo, because it's a 2 hour, it takes 2 hours to get out of the stadium like that. It's a Super Bowl. Uber,
Right.
bro, shout out to Uber. They had about 30,000 people just waiting to get an Uber. You know what I'm saying? It was
man.
unbelievable, bro. It was
I
unbelievable.
know that was
Yeah, I'm
crazy.
talking about, it was just,
You had to get lift.
I'm talking
You know what
about,
I'm saying?
you had to get lift.
I get lift.
Literally.
Yeah,
Literally.
lift.
Yeah, let me get that lift, boy.
Let me get a lift.
Well, for all y'all that don't know, that's like an Australian London joke, because we say elevator, they say lift. So
Yeah.
y'all got to travel so y'all can
No,
catch
I
y'all
was
up
actually
on
talking
Southside.
about the
car
lift
lift.
side.
No, I know you're talking about the car, but I'm saying when I said lift, I was going
yeah,
with
the whole, yeah. Get on the lift.
Yeah, the lift. Yeah,
Yeah, they don't say the elevator.
Yeah.
That's what I love though. They're very
Oh,
literal
they're
over
simple.
there.
Yeah, they're simple.
Yeah,
We
they're
don't
literal.
say-
They don't got
Yeah.
time for everything else.
Yeah.
Way
Elevator,
out.
whatever
the one
that
that got
means.
me
Yeah.
was not exit, but way out.
No, don't say
way out.
exit.
Yeah.
You got an
Way out.
exit sign. They just say way out.
Yeah, so
You
y'all
like,
got to travel, man.
Hey,
so y'all can catch
where
up.
is the
Oh,
way out?
Yeah, way out. Yeah, y'all got to travel. But what blew my
I
mind
never
was,
see a sign say way in.
well, because we was going in, so they knew.
So you already in.
Yeah,
I just-
already
right,
in,
you
so they
in.
already know that
Sorry.
you-
But they should
you
have
already
one
in.
on the outside saying way in, though.
Yeah.
It would only make sense. right?
Exactly. It makes sense.
Oh,
way
you got
in.
some- Oh, that's Josh. Hey, so let's get back on. Get back on
Sorry.
topic because
What
y'all
we
know my mind. So yeah, you was talking about what I got from the game,
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah.
And I was saying Diddy was like, "Let's go," and I was just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
So
Sorry.
so literally, I wanted to go, and for real, I went to a lot of Cleveland games. I promise you, it was way more entertaining than that game because you didn't have no scoring from New England until like the fourth
about the
quarter.
middle
I was
of the
like-
fourth
Oh,
like,
I'm talking
literally.
about late.
Like for real, I was like, "Yo, Diddy, we got to get out of here," right? But Diddy was like, "Nope, we come too far. We in Houston. Like, what else we gonna do if we leave?" Grateful I stayed, but let me tell you. Chris was texting me, everybody was texting me, and this is what I said. Guys, I'm not a Patriots fan, but it is Roger Goodell against Tom Brady. Like for me, all I could think about this whole season, it had nothing to do with Atlanta, Cowboys, Green Bay, Packers could have went, the Lions could have went. Didn't make me a difference. I was saying, yeah.
Could have.
That's a strong.
Coulda, shoulda,
Well,
woulda.
they made the playoffs.
You could have been 6 feet. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not.
Clearly.
So for me, I was just kind of like, it's boring. Like I don't really get it. But my thing was, I felt like, what would a season be like if your boss who tried to fire you was able to get you kicked off for 4 games? He had to pass you that trophy. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was like, I don't care nothing about, all that other stuff. Like it is, this guy wants to get revenge, and this is the sweetest way of revenge. Now, the other thing I didn't realize was his mom had cancer. He was playing for his mom. So it's just so many.
Yeah, that was. I didn't.
Yeah, I
had
didn't know
no
that.
idea.
You
I
know what
saw
I'm
on the
saying?
field afterwards. I
Yeah.
was like, whoa. They said, they kept it pretty low key, but yeah, no. That's
I'm saying, what a storyline though. Then of course,
Strong wire.
he cried with his dad. You remember the little boy asked him who his hero was. He cried
That
for his
clip
dad.
was strong, yeah.
So let me just say this to you guys, because he said make sure we go deeper. I keep telling y'all, what's your why? And what I'm trying to explain to you is that the weaker your why is, if your why is a car, a house. Let me say this to you. As soon as you buy a car and take it off the lot, it depreciates in value. You got like a 2017 car, it's not going to be the same in 2020. There's no such thing as I did this for my mom with cancer 2012. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't get old. You know, Roger Goodell, I did it to prove to him that I'm a champion. I don't need to deflate no football to win a championship. You know, like, that lasts forever. It probably gets stronger. The legend gets stronger over time. He the GOAT now. You know, so I just want to say to you guys, like, a lot of times when you hear us, you might be listening, but you're not really, you know, allowing this information to soak in. You're not making the connections on what we're saying. But what I'm trying to tell you is the stronger your why, right? The stronger your energy, right? And it just stuff start happening for you. Like, when you have a certain type of energy, like, for real, what's the chances that I just go in and see, you know, Meek Mills? What's the chances that I go in and Brandon Marshall is sitting next to me? What's the chances of me, you know, these different people that I've connected with, not just to take pictures with, but to connect with, you know, and take the company to the next level? What are the chances that you catch a football that I thought in the stadium had hit the ground? I thought the ball hit the ground. What's the chances that it don't hit the ground? What's the chances that you sack my man
can we
when
talk
you sack
about
my
that
man?
real quick,
I was just
though?
gonna say, don't
What's the chances?
browse
Yo,
over that.
no.
That's Will out of this world.
Yo, that's why I say I hate the Patriots. If that was the Lions, that thing would have ricocheted off the ground 600 times. The ball was literally hovering an inch above the field for about an hour and a half. And my man just, okay. Boom. I said, only the
Hit the leg and then fell over.
Bruh, come on, bro. I'm talking about, like, I've never seen anything that was like worse than the helmet catch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sorry about that.
No, you good. I'm just saying.
I forgot about that.
I'm just saying, though. So what I'm trying to say to you, see, is when you're doing it with your mom for cancer, when you're doing it, you know what I'm saying, the Roger Goodell piece, the father piece, the organization. And you could tell the Roger Goodell thing, I said Tom Brady, but you could tell Kraft was hurt.
Was in there,
you know,
too.
and Carl, when you get a chance, play that clip, because I want y'all to hear that clip. Like, he brought it up in front of Roger Goodell. Like, it wasn't like he hit it. He said, like, yo, this is I thought this Super Bowl was the best Super Bowl. This was the best Super Bowl, but for obvious reasons. Like, instead of just saying Roger Goodell, he just said for obvious reasons. So here's what happened, guys. When you have a why that's strong, other than money, car, you know, house, jewelry, glasses, like, that's only going to take you so far. And I'm sure the Falcons had a why. I'm sure. This is their first Super Bowl, bring it back for the city. But your boy's why was so strong that there were forces, bro. That catch, you know, how people was missing. Like they couldn't catch a ball in the first, second, third. I've never seen where you come alive in the fourth. Like, I just never seen that before. And in the second half of the fourth. Not even the beginning of the fourth. Like, it took a while for them to get going. So you got an energy that's out there, guys. Watch this. You got to focus. What was the picture where everybody was like, I wonder what he was praying about? I don't know that he was praying or not praying, but I know he was probably thinking, all right, I promised my mom I was going to do this for her. I promised my father. You know, he got a commercial with Roger Goodell. I know he thinking in his mind, I already did this commercial. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, they can't take the commercial back. Like, I put in time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what I'm trying to explain to you guys is it's fuel. When you got a strong why, you start putting fuel on that thing. And resources out of nowhere happen. People come out of nowhere. Magic start happening. You get a fire that most people quit. When they look at us, it's like, yo, the only difference between us and other people is we never quit. Like, we didn't start. Like, when you look at us, you think we big time. We're not big time. At no point did we ever stop. You keep getting TGIM. You keep getting podcast. You keep getting mixtape. You keep getting books. You know what I'm saying? You keep getting. And so I just want to say, like, for me, the thing I got out of it was, what's your why? And his why was strong enough to allow him to make the greatest comeback ever. And can I say this, guys? At no point did the Patriots ever lead in the game until it counted, the fourth quarter. And so he stayed focused all the way through the fourth, and then overtime.
They led in
boom,
overtime for the first time.
Yep, that was the only time.
They led in overtime
that
for
was
the first time.
Yep.
So the piece for me, and I'll say it real quick, y'all. Serena 22-23.
Yep.
Federer 17,
Yep.
18.
Yep.
I went into the game saying Brady's not coming out of there without 5.
Yep.
And I'm watching I almost left the
that's
game.
deep.
I'm watching the third quarter like, yo, this is not, like, I have to watch this to the end. I don't care how it looks, because my man is, like, from what I'm seeing this year, I'm just telling y'all facts. Like, what I'm seeing this year is the person that's there, they getting it.
Winners win.
Winners win. I didn't want to say the same thing again. I wanted to make it sound different.
No,
but
saying
literally,
it is what it is.
Serena 22, she needed 23. It was not a question. I don't care who she was playing. It happened to be her sister. Federer played Nadal. That's the best of the best. He got his 17, 18. Your boy came in with 4, and he was somebody else had 4. I remember who it was. Somebody else had four Super Bowl rings too. Who was it?
Oh, Joe Montana got it.
Montana.
Terry Bradshaw got it.
Nobody else had 5. So now that isolates him in a category that you can't ask no questions after this game now. You know what I'm saying? And then the fashion that it happened, ridiculous. But that was the piece that hit me. Like, winners win. At the end of the day, like, winners win.
And let me say this, Carl. I always say this almost with tears in my heart. You know, I wish I cussed. This is what I probably need to cuss right now.
You tell me what you want to say.
I need to cuss.
Our ratings going to go up, if you ever going to do it, this is the good time.
I'm just saying, I'm so pissed at people who losers. Bruh, they so close to winning. It just pissed me off because it's like, yo, you a loser because you've accepted that and you keep doing losing stuff. It don't take as much as you think to become a winner, but quit doing loser stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so it pissed me off because it's like you said, here go Brady again. You know what I'm saying? Here goes Serena again. You know what I'm saying? Here goes Federer again. And it's like, Nadal, bruh, what's my man? I'm messing up. I'm saying it wrong.
Who, Nadal?
Nadal was up 3-0.
3-0.
He was up 3-0 on my man.
In the last set.
The last set, 3-0. This the one for it all. And then your boy come back, Federer don't win, he can do 6 in a row.
6-3 was the final score.
I'm saying unbelievable. Serena, I'm like, this is, Serena turns around when she playing Venus, she turns around with she only need one left, say, fight, fight, fight. And so that seems small to y'all, but she's doing what winners do. She getting herself focused. What Brady did when he put his head down, I don't know if he was praying or not, but when he put his head down, he was going into that champion's focus. Like, yo, we got to do it right now, y'all. It ain't no more time. Like, we don't have a first quarter or a second quarter, or third quarter. And some of y'all are losing, and you keep thinking, okay, I got one more quarter to turn this around. Or I can make one more stupid mistake, and I'm going to be okay. You will not be okay. You are now turning losing into a dynasty. Like, you on the Lions level now. They so bad, they can't even win a one playoff game. I'm digressing. One playoff game. But the Cowboys, I'm sorry.
I'm
Stop
sitting
it.
here, no, I'm sitting here listening to you, and we talk about the Lions. It's like, my man got 5 Super Bowls. Y'all don't have one playoff win. Now listen, here's where it's crazy. The system is set up for it to switch. Like, you get the first pick.
The draft pick. You get the pick.
Patriots get the last pick every time.
You get the pick. The number 1 pick for years in a row.
But here goes the thing. We say it all the time. Yo, you got to take it personal. People, don't take it personal. I'm looking at Brady. He took it personal when they was down. Serena taking it personal when she lost the last one. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like, and where I wanted to come from, you know, when I thought about the game and I looked at the game, right? Because I'm at home, and, you know, it was my squad, right? Candace stayed up and watched it with me, and then, you know, the game got so good, neither one of us wanted to put Trey down, so we just let Trey stay up and watch it. So literally, and Avery, so the 4 of us just sat down there and watched it. So I'm watching the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, sometimes you go to a Super Bowl party, you're not really watching, and I'm watching the game, right? And I'll be honest with you, Train texted me like, they were down 25, and Train was like, we always joke, we always say, still going with the favorite. So he texted me when they were down 25, said, still give me the Patriots. And I texted him back and said, still. When they were down 25, right? So this is what I noticed. They started, okay, boom, they made a little dent. They kicked the field goal. Yeah, they kicked the field goal. They were down 25.
They kicked the field goal.
I'm like, it was like, they were on like the 10-yard line. I'm like, you might want to get the TD. They kicked the field goal, right?
Make it interesting.
Right, they kick a field goal. I'm like, okay. All right, cool. I don't really know what that's going to do.
I don't know what that's going to do.
But, again, you watching, boom. Later on, they still down. They turn around, hand the ball off to the running back. He getting 3 yards at a time. Brady dropped back. He throwing 3-4-yard passes. I'm saying, wait a minute now. Y'all down 25,
I'm looking for
22.
A flea flicker.
Look, the time,
so
because I
listen.
looked at the time on that. It was 6 minutes left, and they're down
And Brady
20
wasn't
points.
even like,
Nobody panicked.
No rushing. They were not rushing, bro.
So here's where I'm going with it. Yo, They have a system.
Right.
The system wasn't working in the first half, but they didn't abandon ship. And now, let me bring this full circle so y'all know we're not talking about sports. Many of you, once you get a system, if it don't work, you
out.
panic
Boom.
and you
You
abandon
out.
ship
You're
instantly. You're not going to stay running the ball.
Right.
You're not going to stay throwing a 3-4 yard pass. You're not going to take the field goal.
Right.
They system say we kick a field goal in this situation. Let me tell you something. You know why the Lions suck? Because if we got down like that, we'd have been doing fumble rooskies, flea flickers. I'm talking about Hail Marys. It would have been, the whole
Playing
city would have
12
set on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Because we don't believe in our system.
That's it. Stay right there. What's that word again?
Believe.
Yeah.
And so I'm saying, like, for real, you look at the Patriots, and I'm like, I'm getting antsy, like, yo, speed up the tempo.
Right.
Like, at no point did they go to like a no huddle, like,
Nothing.
hey, go.
Right.
They was like, hand off. I'm like, yo, what are y'all doing? And they stay within the system, and with about 50 seconds, they tied it up. And I said, I told Kansas, she was like, there's no way they get another 2-point conversion. Because they still had to get
That's
two
it.
points.
You need two 2-point conversions. Not one.
Not one, but
2-point
two.
conversion, hardest play in the world.
And that's some Alabama Clemson stuff.
Yeah, I'm saying
2-point conversion. That's
so
not
they
NFL,
They
bro.
hit the second one, and I told Ken, I said it's over.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Well, they got overtime." I said, "Let me tell you something.
Nope, it's a wrap.
Between the momentum
Yeah.
and what they got going with their system, like for real." And I'm saying, if you don't hear nothing else from what I'm saying, yo, when you get your system, okay, first half it didn't look like it was supposed to look.
Yeah.
These is a 4-time at this point, 4-time Super Bowl champions
dropping
running their
balls.
same system, and they getting their butt whooped.
Yeah.
But they did not abandon ship. They stayed with the system, and things turned for them. So that was the way I looked at it, and I didn't want to look at it from the cliche, oh, you down, whatever. But I want you to look at it in terms of how we've been talking about with a system.
Come on.
You don't suck. Your problem is you don't have a system. That's why we told the speakers with the P7D, you need to get with us because we have a system that works.
And a
right?
system, though, see, here's the part, because it's technical. Like, you got to be careful, guys. We have a system for those of you who start at the bottom. Because some of you are joining programs with people who already got resources. Like, you trying to join a program with somebody you already got, they got a network, they already got money, they need about 4, 5, 6 things. You need all. You need everything.
Yeah.
So we're going to show you literally. Our system is different because it's like, what do you do when you don't have any money?
Anything to start.
When you don't have any network, when you don't have any resources, you feel me? And so I had to say this though. All right, I'm gonna go back because this is very critical. We want to give you some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps. Here's why most of you struggle. Right? Listen to me very carefully. This is why you struggle. You do have the momentum we talking about or the energy we talking about. You like the Falcons. You do have it. But here's the challenge. With most of you, man, you got to hear me. Don't get upset. Let's just say you on 20. You on 20 Monday, Tuesday, maybe Thursday, Friday, and then you don't show up when you need to show up. And I'm telling you, I saw CJ firsthand when he had his child and the nanny thing didn't work out. Didn't have nothing to do with him, but she had some personal issues she had to deal with. I saw C immediately in that week say, I'm finding daycare and I'm sending Trey to daycare because I cannot, and some of you, it's like, all right, if you got kids, you like strong at work Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then you on your kid Tuesday, and Saturday, right? Or, look, this is why I love my wife, right? And what's that thing, grown folk, whatever that is, whatever that is.
Grown man gifts.
Listen to me very
Make a
closely.
repeat appearance.
This is what I love about my wife. When I'm at home working or my wife at home working, we do not eat breakfast together. We do not go talk to each other. Like my wife in the house. You cannot go upstairs, see in the house, and be like, yo, Diddy, how you doing? Diddy, like, I'm at work. Listen to what I'm telling you. I've never been at home with my girl and we sat and watched something on TV or we hugged up and kissed. Like, Diddy, like, you are at work. Work. You are at work. Just because you at home, you can't try to, and that's what most of you going wrong. It's like you want to work when you want to work. Like you want to be with your husband or you want to be with your kids. Like you got to make up your mind. Either you're going to be with your kids and be with your husband or be with your wife. Either you're going to watch TV. Either you're going to work out. You hear what I'm saying? Like, yo, I ain't going to lie. There's times where I have, you saw the videos where I was chunky. But when I was chunky, I was working on my PhD. I wasn't trying to do my PhD, run a marathon. Some of y'all trying to get a PhD, run a marathon, write a book. Like you trying to do 20 things, right? So now I don't got no excuse. Now, why? Because I ain't working on no PhD. So I can work on my health in a way that I couldn't work. And listen to me, hear me. You have never been like just strong Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever days you committed to work. You got, okay, I got today, I'm taking my kids to the zoo. Take your ET. I can't take my kids. Yes, but take them to the zoo on the days that are scheduled for the zoo. Not you woke up and your kids was like, Mommy, I want to go to the zoo. You let them little rascals know. I want to go to the zoo too. But we can't go to the zoo.
To do right now.
But we can't.
Zoo costs. Let me tell you something. It's $40 to get in the zoo in Atlanta.
And so
person.
we need to work. So for real, I'm being real.
Zoo money.
Look at your schedule. Some of y'all, you wanna grind when it's convenient to you. You wanna grind when you feel like it. And it don't work like that. What we trying to tell you is that the Patriots stuck with the system. And we stuck with the system. And look, there's some stuff coming up in 2017 for us. I'm telling you that's going to blow your mind because it's blowing my mind right now. And why? Because the big dogs have been watching us. And what the big dogs notice is these dudes been consistent and all they need is one different kind of platform to take. Look, the big dogs saying, y'all about to add value to us because we see how consistent y'all. So do me a favor.
Yeah.
If you want to hug up with your man, have a hug up with your man day. Make that Saturday or something, or Sunday.
GMG day.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Why ain't GMG day?
Fine.
GMG.
But you can't wake up and have it.
Every day can't be GMG
Every day can't be. And I used to be, CJ and I tease, all three of us tease. I used to be mad at my spouse. They used to be mad at theirs. When they go to work, you can't call them. You can't call Ken. You can't call Tamisha. I don't even know if Tamisha's phone is for any purposes other than her. Like, I don't know if you can call her.
My wife might as well be in Afghanistan when she goes to work.
It's the same thing.
You cannot get a hold of her.
But you got to respect the fact that, and here's my wife. When my wife comes home, her biggest beef about her job. Here's her biggest beef about her job. I'll be waiting to hear she can't stand her boss. Her boss did her wrong. You know, they unorganized. Every time my wife got beef, it's the same thing. When I come to work, why do they keep coming to my office to talk for 5 or 10 minutes? This person coming for 5, 10 minutes. This person coming for 15 minutes. My wife was like, why aren't they working? So my wife ain't on that. Drink your coffee for the first 5, 10 minutes. Right. Read the newspaper. Diddy like, yo, when I go to work and I clock in, they are paying me from the time I clock in, and I need to be working from the time I clock in to the time I go. And most of you, time on task. You are not there yet. And you cannot expect to get with people who stay grinding. That's a t-shirt. Stay grinding. Stay grinding.
Stay ready.
Stay ready.
Yeah, you know what's crazy, man? And I think about the system for us, and I know I probably told the story, but I feel like telling it again because it
tell it again. Just add another word to it.
Man, first of all, I told you, you can't say nothing on the podcast no more because everybody know all my stories. I told you.
Yeah.
So it's like, whatever.
I heard that on the podcast.
Yeah, right. So I'm going to tell it again on the podcast.
Right.
But, you know, we had a system when we got started that said this is how we dress. Right? So, you know, we got the grind gear, you know, tennis shoes, hats, whatever. We do our thing.
Blue collar.
We had a system. There was a corporate company that called, and they, you know, we probably, this was when I was still booking E's gigs, so this was years ago. And we were charging like $7,500. I remember, because I remember $7,500 seemed like, I thought we was getting a million. Yeah. I thought we was getting a million. And that was back when E was like, we get paper. I'm talking about E was on the road Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then come back Friday, preach on Saturday, back on the road. Like he was heading it. And so he was like, yo, we got to move up to 10,000. And so a corporate company called, and I finally had a chance to say 10,000. First of all, I was nervous. You know what I'm saying?
No question.
I'm about to ask for 10,000 for one speech.
Oh, nah, $10,000 for C.
Because
swung on somebody.
I can't get either to get off the treadmill for 10 grand. For 10 grand. But I'm saying back then, you know, I would, and even when I said 10 grand, I'm like, shoot, I'm feeling kind of uneasy. And mind you, now I don't because we put in the work. Yeah. You know, y'all let's make sure y'all take that point home.
I wake up too early.
The reason you uncomfortable asking for the dollar amount you asking for is because you know you ain't put in the work.
Started doing it 3 weeks ago.
So anyway, he was like, we need to get to 10,000, blah, blah, split. The corporate company calls me, and I'm like, 10,000. You know, I'm like, hello? And they were like, oh, okay, 10,000, we'll get back to you. Boom, they called me back. They was like, bet, we got it, no problem. They called back the next day and they were like, we're gonna send the contract back. All we wanna know is, does Mr. Thomas have a suit he can wear? I was like, oh, I've never seen E in a suit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I called E, I'm like, yo, they want you to wear a suit. He was like, what? I was like, yeah, the corporate company, I got you to 10,000.
I got you to 10 though.
We there.
And he's like, no, call him back, tell him I can't do it. I was like, bro, I said 10,000. TH.
Not F.
No, TH, 10,000. One speech, 45 minutes, bro. I'm like, nah, I'm ready to blow the system up. I'm the Lions. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to hit the flea flick. Rumble Rooski. We just pummel it, leave it under the center leg. Everybody run. Somebody just grab the ball and run. Right? So I'll show up in a tuxedo for 10 grand. You know what I'm saying? And serve drinks. Okay? And speak. He was like, tell him we can't do it. And I had to call him back and tell him we can't do it. She was like, you mean tell me you're going to turn down 10,000? I said, whoa. I'm not turning down nothing. I'll come get that 10 G's if y'all looking for a mid-level speaker in his early 20s. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so she like, all right, cool. And about a year later, and we were past the 10,000, and I know a lot of you heard if you come to the live events, I tell the story in the VIP. But about a year later, I don't remember what we were at, but I remember the corporate company calling, we quoted them, they were like, cool, and they called back the next day. And she was like, we have one special request. And in my head, I thought for sure, here we go. She was about to say, oh, does he have a suit he could wear, whatever. But she actually said, can you make sure he wears the hat and the tennis shoes? Because that's how we know him from all the Thank God It's Monday videos. And we want everybody to recognize him when he comes in. And I was like, wow, there is the Patriots staying true to the formula from the first quarter all the way to the end of overtime, saying, hey, it may not be working right now. We didn't get that check that first time. We probably missed out on quite a few checks because had we put E in a suit every fourth TGIM just to give them the illusion that he could do that, we probably would have been making money a lot sooner. But now, because we stuck true to the system, we have such a unique a USP, unique selling proposition that we have for ourselves that now people want him to come in and they want him because of the look, not only the great speaking and all of that, they want the whole brand and everything that encompasses the look. So when we talk about systems, that's a practical example, guys, of how we took our system, stayed true to our system, wasn't necessarily winning in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, but now we're living in that fourth quarter where the Patriots took that lead and just kept rolling. We actually live in that space 24/7. So, this is brought to you again, guys, by HelloFresh. Listen, go to HelloFresh.com, man. They're going to make you look real sweet. Use the promo code SUCCESS to save $35 off your first week delivery. Shout out to Chuck, who said it was excellent. He tried it out.
His kids slaughtered that.
His kids smashed it. Listen, man, it's cheap. All the ingredients fresh. Vegetables. I
Inexpensive.
know it's hard to, I know if you never did it.
Don't use cheap.
Inexpensive.
Inexpensive. I know it's hard to imagine if you never have something delivered, but like they literally deliver all your ingredients fresh. Like, you know what I mean? Like right there, the vegetables, everything is great. So shout out to them. Use the promo code SUCCESS. Listen, go do that, man. Support us, support the podcast. If y'all don't go support it, they're not gonna sponsor us anymore.
No, here's the deal though.
So go do it and eat fresh.
I know we're late, but shout out to Amanda for getting accepted into Penn State. Online program.
Nice. See? Man, that's what I'm talking about, man. Going to further that education.
Got accepted.
Go to HelloFresh.com. Use the promo code SUCCESS. It's a $35 gift on there from us to y'all. Check it out. Let us know how you like it. Leave us the reviews.
Can I get one more on the Super Bowl? My best part was Kraft's speech, and I just want to say this as a lesson. What I saw that blew my mind, and a lot of you guys have this challenge, is you think that you have to be kumbaya with everybody to do business.
Take your feelings out of stuff.
You know, and that's it. What Carl just said, take your feelings out of it, right? Here, Kraft, Belichick, Brady, they all standing up here with my man. He got to still do the speech. See, he could have been like, I don't want to go. You know what I'm saying? Or he could say he was sick. You know, he could have came up with any excuse, but he was literally there. And even though he put them in a terrible situation, even though they got put in a terrible situation, they can't stand my man. See, they all had to shake. He shook everybody's hand. I mean, everybody took a little, you know what I'm saying, a little baby hug. Everybody got the trophy. So I'm just saying, there are people in my life who are enemies that 10 years ago,
I got enemies.
I wouldn't have been able to talk to
lot
him,
of
Carl.
enemies.
I'd see him and try to avoid him. Now, I'm like, yo, if it's mutually beneficial, if you're going to be able to help the students that I work with in some capacity, whatever. Let's sit down and talk. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to go to church together. We don't got to go eat together. You ain't necessarily got to come to my house. And some of you, for real, there are resources that are available to you or connections, networks, and you're not capitalizing on them because you all in your feelings. And there are people who do business together that cannot necessarily stand each other's guts, but they're doing, listen to me, business. We didn't say relationship. They're doing business. And when I saw Kraft and even his respect, like he could have called Goodell's name out. He just said like, yo, this is a special one to us. Everybody understands the conditions in which I don't think we have to say nothing. And I'm talking
Very
about
political.
Hey, the fans was throwing up F you, boo, throwing stuff. Like they was pissed at my man. But the class, you know, the class. I'm just saying, y'all, get out of your feelings. You don't have to, like some people you connected with because you like them, they can't do nothing for you. Like, bro, there are people that you love, they close to you, they're actually tearing your business down. They're not building your business up. But you're willing to do business with them just because you like them, because y'all cool, because y'all get along, because y'all don't have, they're not stretching you or challenging you. So I'm saying there's gonna be people in your life that you may classify as a hater, whatever you wanna call them. But if they can help elevate your work, if they can help better you as a person, or take you to another place financially, get over your feelings, man, and work with those individuals. And that's what I saw when I saw the celebration. That's what I saw that was deep.
Is this your new phone that's cracked again?
You cracked
No.
your screen?
Okay, I gotta help y'all. We good.
Oh, that's the.
Oh yeah, that's the protector, y'all. We good.
I was about to say, I'm like, I'm just gonna have to get
How do you crack a protector though?
I don't know how it happened. Yeah.
I'm like, we gonna have to just
No,
get you
I'm
like
just saying.
I got it.
Ain't that an
I'm just saying.
oxymoron?
I'm saying I might need to get a new company with the cracker because I don't know how that cracked. The phone didn't crack. Yeah. I don't know how it happened, y'all.
I just looked at it, I was like,
I'm saying, I don't
you
know how
just
it
got
happened.
this phone.
So I
So
ain't
make
not
sure,
getting it.
I don't know what company this is, but make sure you don't get the cracker crack because it gonna crack too.
No, call him out. Gazelle of the week. What's the name
Gazelle
of the
They don't have it
Oh,
on
don't
there.
have- okay.
They don't have it
Yeah,
on there.
Gazelle of the week.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh.
Hey, you know who your brand is. Do better.
Speaking of which,
Is it the same with bodyguards though? I don't know if it's bodyguards because this is bodyguards. I don't know if the protector is bodyguards. Yeah.
Oh no. What, did you buy it as a duo?
Well, shout out to our AT&T Connect. They sent.
Oh, they sent.
all
Let me
of
see
it.
that
Yeah,
case
they
because
sent
that
all
case look a little fugazi too. Yeah, no, this ain't. No, I only rock with this one.
What's
the
that
body glove.
Okay.
And this, I don't know why, but it's solid. And she got the little,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you fancy.
And you could, you know what I'm saying, if you want to.
Well, that's what happened when you let people. You know what I'm saying? You get free stuff.
Yeah. What?
You know what I'm saying? You can't
Yeah,
get
no,
your-
see, I paid for this. I paid for the case anyway.
Hey, shout out to whoever
to-
in your mind right now, you sending me a bunch of guards. Shout out to you.
Oh, no doubt.
It happened with
I felt you, though.
no doubt.
I
It happened
I
with
was
the
just talking to him,
Chargers,
and I
dog.
felt you.
Oh, no
I just
doubt.
felt somebody like, yo, E, I'm going to get
it's
you to
coming.
guard that guard. I
coming.
got you. I appreciate
I'll tell you one thing
Yeah.
that I'm not, I'm a little upset with Apple. This little connector, little umbilical cord I gotta use. I am not feeling that.
It's crazy.
I am not feeling that whatsoever.
umbilical cord.
Well, here,
No, it's
I'm
real.
saying, what is it? I don't even know that little tail, little duck tail. I don't know what it is. It look awful. One. Two, am I tripping or when you ever went to the gym and you don't have your headphones right,
it's a wrap.
I turn around and go straight home.
That's a wrap.
It's like a 20-minute drive. I go straight to the crib.
But you know, I work out in the basement, so I just have to go upstairs.
What I'm saying, what happened was I had the headphones the other day, but I didn't have the umbilical cord.
Right.
So I couldn't use, I'm sitting there with headphones and a phone, and I
No.
can't use the hookup. Now you saying, see, use Bluetooth. I don't like using Bluetooth. Like not for the gym. I like my Skull Candies. Shout out to Skull Candy. Y'all need to be sponsoring the podcast. I think I said it twice on this podcast now.
maybe 3
I
times.
just like using them because they're cheap. They stay in my ear.
And the
Inexpensive.
sound is the same.
The sound,
Yeah,
exact
the
same
sound
sound.
is the same, bro.
But they actually stay in my ear when I'm on the treadmill or whatever. You know, some of them, the buds fall out your ears, whatever. So I like using those. But Apple, you got me with this little extender piece, and now I'm tethered to another piece of the phone. So now I got to keep this. Oh, just keep it in your phone. Then you got a little nasty little thing hanging out. Then I'm mad too, Apple, because I'm gonna keep it real. On the phone, like putting it in, one of mine, I had to buy another one because it got staticky already.
Wow.
Yeah, like when I put my headphones in, I was on the treadmill, it was staticking.
Yeah.
Like it, like the connect, I had to take it off, wipe it, buy a new one. So Apple, you are the gazelle of the week for having. Yeah, I'm saying it was too soon. I don't need an extra loud speaker on my phone. Put the headphone jack back in there. I'm not trying to throw no block party with my iPhone. I got a little Bose if I need that. Ken, you feel me on that? You got the 7 yet?
Hey, Ken,
Don't get it.
Shout out to February, y'all.
The camera is fire though.
Oh yeah, the camera, the portrait.
Oh yeah,
board.
yeah.
It's awesome. But shout out to February. Some of y'all didn't give February a shot, y'all. Shout out to February. What do I mean by that? Getting past that 30 days
you was
for
gonna
that
say Black
resolution.
History Month.
Right, that's what I was like. Where
No,
you
y'all
going with
already
that?
know about that.
Yeah.
So that's basketball's doing that. Look, guys, she said something that just made me think. I can go 30 minutes. I went 30 minutes yesterday without any music on the treadmill. And I couldn't do that 20 days ago. So shout out to February.
What were you doing?
I had to play music. Like I couldn't run without music.
No, I'm saying, what
said
were you
now
I
he
wasn't
can
doing
run
nothing.
without it.
I was just running without it.
just because you wanted to?
Well, because I hadn't grabbed my headphones. I was like, I didn't feel like, it was like somebody had
From
called me.
upstairs. I was just trying to figure out if you was
Why?
like,
Yeah.
you was proving something to yourself.
No, I didn't. Somebody called me, and so I was on the phone with them, and I had started walking, and I was kind of warm. And then once I got off the phone, I was like, don't go get the headphones. Just go see how far you can go. And I literally went almost 30 minutes without, and then I put on the resolution, went another 25. So shout out to February, the condition. I'm being real with y'all. There was a time where I couldn't talk to nobody on the phone and run at the same time, and definitely not run with no music. So shout out to February, just getting past that getting conditioned. Like I ain't ready to run no marathon, but I'm conditioned enough where I don't have to have that stimuli, that music. So shout out to getting past that first 21 days. I'm into like 30 something now, and it's way easier.
Yeah, no, you look good.
Oh, yeah, he looking my size.
Oh no, I
looking-
can't do that. I'm
you
not
looking
tall
staring
enough
to
for
look
Carl's
my
size.
size.
I'm not tall enough to be Carl's size. I got to bulk it up. I'm about to go get breakfast right when
Well, we
finish.
about to go to LA, so
Oh, yeah, you got some room.
yeah.
What's
no,
in
we
LA?
do.
What's our
Are
restaurant
you in
in
a
LA?
rush? Because I wanted to do a fair foul, but we got to go.
I'm not. No, I'm good. I got about 10 minutes. Jalen's meeting me for breakfast at Sophia's.
Oh, okay. Who's all invited to that?
Everybody.
Oh, okay. You paying?
I am.
Oh, I'm definitely going.
I'm eating.
Me too, though, kid. Know what I normally pay, kid? I'm the oldest, kid. I normally pay.
It's been unless you forget your wallet, which is 50% of the time. So
then we
always
use the
when you
corporate.
have your wallet.
Hey, and then we use the corporate account.
Well, hey. What was I gonna say? All right, fair foul, and we got Rondell in the building, so this is you know.
Fair.
Yeah, well, I'm just
Or
saying.
foul.
Shout out to Rondell for being back. Rondell's been fired a couple times. He's back. He's back.
Rondell's never been fired. Rondell quit.
Rondell decided he wanted to
Rondell
leave.
Never
quit
got
slash fired.
Yeah.
Now he back, but he's
He left the system.
He's family, so he don't never like leave. It's
He's
just
the
like,
Falcons.
Yo, I'm about to go do this for a minute.
He's the
and then
Falcons.
He left the system.
Right, his second half been struggling, but he's back. So anyway, Black, I was waiting for you so I could tell this, but the other day, how this works is I get the kids up, I get Trey ready, Candace get Avery ready, and then I take the kids to daycare. So Candace left early because she had a meeting. So I'm like, all right, cool. She leaves, and I got the kids still at the house. She calls me probably 15 minutes into her after she left. I'm still at the house with the kids. She calls me, she's crying. I'm like, whoa. And I could hear like she's still in the car, like a lot going on. And she like, my tire just popped. And I'm on the side of I just barely made it over to the side of the road. She on 285 and it's early, so traffic's going 70 miles an hour. She's in the third lane, like 3
all
lanes
the way
away
over to
from,
the left.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's 4 lanes in Atlanta on 285, but like she's almost to the very fast lane. And her tire popped. And so she had to get all the way over to the side of the road, right? So praise God, she's fine. I'm like, yo, you okay? Cause she crying. I'm like, yo, like something happened? Like, she like, no, I'm just shook up, whatever. So I'm like, shoot. So I go next door, tell when my sister-in-law came over, stay with the kids. I'm like, yo, I'm just about to get in the ride and go get her. She on the side of the highway. So I fly down 285, get there. I'm out on my way. I'm calling the I told you last night. It's called Hero, right? Like it's called a Hero truck, which basically in Atlanta is like anywhere within Metro Atlanta. You can just call them, tell them where you're at, and they'll come get you. It's
Like an Uber.
yeah, like,
Uber for your car.
Uber service.
yeah, but they'll they don't tow, but they'll tires or gas or whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
big.
and it's you pay for it with your tax dollars, so it's free of charge. So I call them on my way, telling them where she's at, all of that. It's taking me about 15, 20 minutes to get to her. So I call them like as soon as I get in the car, boom, I get there, and she gets out, gets in the truck, and I'm like behind her on the highway. Now, mind you, now we're all the way over to the right lane. It's her left tire that's blew out. So the one closest to
the
traffic.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they flying going 75, 80 miles an hour, and it's Atlanta. So it's not like it's wide open, everybody could just get over. They right on the right lane in the slow lane. I'm talking about blowing by. So, I'm in the truck, I'm all the way over. So now here comes the fair foul. Dude pulls up in the Hero truck.
Yeah. And you sit in the car.
No.
You don't get out with my man.
Hold up. No.
Okay, I got my answer already. Though. Let's just go.
No. Hold on.
Let's just go.
No. Here goes the thing. It gets deeper. I did get out to go, hey, what's going on? And I made sure I said it was my wife car.
Right.
Oh,
no
my
doubt.
wife.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
So my man looks at me, and he's like, so he said, she got a spare in the back? I said, oh, yeah, it's a spare back there. He's like, oh, okay, cool. He's like, you don't know how to change the tire? I was like, one, yes, I know how to change a tire.
Yeah. 2.
I'm not getting ready to change it with my back.
Right.
So cars going 80 miles an
Absolutely.
hour, somebody texting or something, I'm not with it.
He can.
Now, this is where the fair and foul comes in. Am I fair and foul? Because I value my life over my man. Okay? He said,
I don't know if that's an easy
exactly what he
balance.
said to me.
Right.
Because I told him, I was like, bro, I can't do it with cars going 80 miles. He's like, but you want me to?
I hope you don't know you work for ETA.
Duh.
Yeah, I hope he don't know that.
So I'm like,
and I'm
man.
glad he wasn't a
I
BU
said,
student.
man.
I'm glad he wasn't a BU member.
So then I'm feeling like I'm in a crunch, right? So I'm like, first of all, he comes out, he got all kind of tools. Now, mind you, I would have had to get the little,
the baby
Little
jack.
baby jack boy.
come on,
Just
the
baby
joint
jack.
that just is underneath the tire that's just right there. I'm talking about that joint. You talking about cranking it
jack in the
slow.
box.
Then you got the little crowbar. You trying to get the thing off. It takes 800 spins to get the nut up. Come on. So dude comes out. He got his jack
You got
now.
the jack.
He throws it under the car. Whoop, whoop. Whole car about 10 feet in the air. He got the little boat gun. Now, here's where I got pissed. Because my man was challenging my manhood. He was like, you should really learn how to do this. I said, bruh, I know how to. No, that's not your deal.
Oh, okay.
He's challenging my manhood. He like, come over here. You need to learn how to do this. I said, my man, I know how to do it. I don't want to.
Right.
He puts the gun in my hand. So now I'm Black, I'm gonna need you in a minute. Cause I need your opinion. So I'm sitting there, he like spinning hard. I'm like, yo, I'm not, this is not
My thing.
I work from home.
My hand's too soft. My hand's too soft for this.
I work on the computer. You know what I'm saying?
No question asked.
I'm sending emails all day. This is not for me. So finally we get them all off. We get the tire changed and, get the spare put on, crank it back down, the whole nine. So I was feeling some kind of way. And then my man goes into a conversation on race on the side of the highway. This was very weird. Wow. So then my man starts telling me he's a white guy, nice guy. He said, now this is where it got straight. And I'll go back to the fair fight. There's nothing to do with that. I'm just trying to get you out the full story.
Absolutely.
So my man grabs me. He's like, hey, he was like, y'all are black, right?
Yes.
I said, last time I checked. He said, now, I could have pulled up here, seen y'all were black, and kept going. I was like, well, thank you for not doing that.
Right.
And he was like, but I'm going to ask you a favor. I want you to go up to a white person today and say, your life matters to me, so my life should matter to you. He's like, no, that's my personal challenge to you.
In February.
He said, right, this is Black History Month. So I'm like, okay, now, I don't know how to change the tire, but I will knock you out if this get too awkward. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let the fact that I'm not changing the tire fool you. So he's like, so I was like, okay. He's like, I want you to accept that challenge. Can you do that for me? I was like, I'm not sure what this challenge is all about. He said, well, you probably don't talk to many white people. I said, sir, my mom's white. You know what I'm saying?
What'd he
Like, no, so I'm saying, now mind you.
What did he say when you said that?
He said,
I
he
don't know
looked
if
at me
you could
crazy,
say.
so I
Ain't
pulled
nothing you
out
could
my phone. I was like, hold on, here she go right there. He was like, oh,
And then you could say.
challenge don't apply to you.
Right.
So, but anyway,
Yeah, there's an awkward, yeah.
but mind you, Candace already left now.
Right.
Because she took the truck. Like, I let her just take the truck. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So she get to work on time.
Yeah, so
Mad
then I
respect.
took, I went to,
Don't let
tire
that pass
place.
you, fellas. Don't
Yeah,
let
I
that
hope
pass
y'all
you.
heard that.
Yeah.
Wife took the truck. So now I'm on the side I'm having a race conversation on the side of the road with a donut on, cars going by 80. I'm still looking at my man like, bro, I gotta go. One, I gotta go get this tire change. I got work to do. And two, I'm having this conversation. But, Black, come here. I need to know if it's fair or foul that I didn't even attempt
To go outside
to
and help
change
my
the
man.
tire. Now, I did wait an extra 30. Right. So it took 50 minutes to an hour for it to come all together. Right. Is that, now the reason, hold on, let me tell y'all this. The reason why I asked Black is because the last time he got fired, he took a job doing AAA. He quit. Okay, last time he quit, he took a job doing AAA. So basically, if you lock your keys out, flat tire, gas, all of that. Now you heard the story. Fair or foul in terms of me.
Man watching you do what he doing.
Yeah, I'm sitting there watching my man. I'm on the phone. It's very Hollywood. It looked worse than it was, Carl. You know what I'm saying? But fair or foul, should I have changed the tire myself?
No, because I feel like that's like going into Subway, make your own sandwich. You know how to do it, but you know what I mean? It's like,
Think about that.
yeah.
You're hired
like-
again.
I ain't think about that, Black.
Cause it's like you knew a
Yeah,
job you was
y'all
taking
know how
up.
to- yeah.
I just feel like he had a problem because you was Black. Like he
Yeah,
didn't wanna
maybe.
do-
I don't even know. I don't even say, like, it was very awkward, all of that. I don't really know, but that was funny. But I'm saying, that's how I felt. I'm like, yeah, I could do it. I don't have the tools. That was the biggest
Yeah.
thing.
That makes-
It's like,
It
come on,
makes a
them little
huge
cheap
difference.
jacks.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. My
get
man,
it done in
he
5
had the
minutes.
long joint. He slid it under the car and was like, whoom, whoom. And I'm talking about two pump, and that thing was all the way in the air. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, you talking about something totally different. And the car's coming like crazy. So, all right, cool.
I love
Fair.
it. Thank you. Fair.
Carl, E.
So I'm on. Yeah, this is gonna be like terrible for me because I'm not this person. Let me just let y'all know that. But I had AAA. Let me just. I had AAA come to my house and change a tire one time.
Oh, okay.
One time.
So you
That's-
definitely gotta go fair. Now that's
Had
sad.
to come to my
I
house
would not do that.
one time, and it was a transition for me. Y'all know me talk all the time about
yeah.
being a worker.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, like,
No, if I got AAA, I'm paying for the service.
I'm paying for it.
Come change the
That
tire.
time
Yes,
got
Carl,
I
I'm
went and
with
did
you.
something and came back, and that sucker went flat in the garage. And I was like, man, I could go.
Oh, Anderson.
And I was like, yo, I got something else to do though. So I'm like, okay, I need both things done now. So I'm like, let me handle this and let me call them and let them come do it. I'm like, that's your job.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm with you all the way on that. I would have probably tried to change it had it been, they said it was going to be an hour, and it was right down the street. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of, side street, no pressure. It's a lot of pressure. You trying to change the tire. I'm
that
talking about
traffic.
semis.
I'm
It's
saying
Atlanta.
that, yeah, no.
You got semi. I'm talking about, then they got like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then the way the grass was set up, you couldn't pull too far
far
over,
over, I got you.
or you was gonna go down. So you got about 3 feet from the road where people going by 70 miles an hour. But I did feel kind of bad when my man was like,
Your life or mine.
maybe that's why he went in like, yo,
no
you
doubt.
tell somebody white, they life matter.
White lives matter.
Oh.
Right. That's why he said it. He wasn't racist. Yeah, he wasn't
No,
racist.
I don't think he was racist.
I'm just saying, though, the
cool
reason
dude.
why he said what he said to your challenge was you had just dismissed his life.
Oh.
Yeah, you go
You had
for
just
it. Yeah.
dismissed his life. So he like, yo, okay.
Oh, that's why.
right.
So I needed to pay a penance.
Right.
And go tell somebody white.
Absolutely.
They life matter. Okay,
Absolutely, yeah.
got it. E, fair or foul?
Yeah, I'm going to say fair just because I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Flat.
I'm not going to do it. Now, I will say this. my people probably gonna get mad at me. My father get mad at me because he think I'm supposed to be out there doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but I'm not. That's that old school.
Let me
Yeah,
say one
old
thing.
school.
Yeah, I remember Sam. Shout out to Sam. Sam said to me, she said it on a BU call. This is probably 2 years ago, a while back. She says, I will never do, and no disrespect to anybody's job. Don't get what I'm saying. But she was saying, I'm gonna use a different term so I don't offend anybody. She said, I'll never do a job that's not paying a certain amount anymore for the rest of my life. Right. She's like, my time is too valuable. Like, it's time. It's not money. It's time.
Yeah.
And my time is too valuable where I could be using this hour to do this, and I know it's gonna put my family in a different position versus doing this. You know what I'm saying? If I have the option, I'm going to put my time where it's more beneficial.
Sure. That's what I told my man. It's like, what would you do if this was the weekend we couldn't come out? I said, oh, call a tow truck.
Right.
He's like, you gonna pay $100-something for a tow truck? Absolutely.
Yeah, I do whatever it takes.
Bruh, if I die on the side of this road.
I'm just saying, I can't get you to come motivate. I can't get you to come motivate 1,000 people. I'm saying I can't get you.
He
to
might
do
be
that.
able to give a sweet talk on race relations.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
All
right.
lives matter.
That's
he may be able to do that. So we got that. We got to the bottom of that. Ken, did you want to add anything on that? What's your thoughts?
Well, Ken buff. I see Ken picking it up on his
Ken
own.
gonna pick the car up.
Right.
Yeah, one hand and just.
Oh, okay. I just thought Ken would pick it up on his own.
Well, you say fair? No way you would have changed it. Would you have tried to change it?
No, not on the highway. Like, nah.
Not if I gave
Yeah,
my girl.
exactly.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if I gave my girl.
Yeah.
If I
You
gave
got
my
your
girl a
ace
truck,
out
You gotta
in
come
traffic.
in. Yeah, let Ken come in
Yeah,
from the
no.
camera and do that real quick. Ken, come around here real quick.
No, Ken. I'm just saying though, Ken, he gave Candace the vehicle.
Yeah.
That's really what it's all about, her getting to work.
Yeah.
It's not about nothing else.
Bruh.
that's it.
I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah.
So, no,
He can
that's
work from the car. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Get on your phone and you can get
I
right
mean,
to
what
work.
would have happened if he would have gotten hurt? We wouldn't be able to do the podcast. We
I
wouldn't
mean,
be able
that-
to do the conferences.
Thank you.
He
It
said
ain't
the
working.
podcast like that's. I'm just saying, he get hurt. That's half our business gone.
Oh, well, I'm worried about the
He said
podcast.
the podcast.
all
Like, I don't
good.
need to see
Right.
something
About
like
the
Forget
podcast.
Trey, Avery,
I don't need that.
you know
I'm worried about the podcast.
Podcast must go on.
Hey, y'all better leave reviews because that's how he thinking of
Oh,
y'all.
my
promise
goodness.
you,
Y'all
that's
better
how
be
I'm-
leaving some
that's what
sweet
I'm on.
reviews.
He got
Wow.
hurt on Tuesday and the podcast on
For
Thursday. That's really what I'm focused on right now.
So is it better if he get hurt on like Friday? and
Maybe
be
that's
all right?
why YB
Yeah,
think
I
I'm
can
Mike. You know what I'm saying?
Mike Bivens.
That's why he
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I'm big because that kind of commentary right there. That's what it is.
What do we got? Where are we going? We're
I got
not
Jaylen
on the
got
same
breakfast.
flight tonight, right?
No,
We
y'all,
are
I'm
going
before y'all.
So we're headed to LA. Again, we got a big meeting. Well, hopefully we'll be able to talk about it on the next
Well,
podcast.
I'm sure we should at least take a picture while we there and put it on and let them kind of.
Well, hey,
We'll see.
we'll see. Y'all follow us on social to find that out. Why are you leaving on an earlier flight than us?
Because I need to get Diddy there before like 11 o'clock at night.
Oh.
Yeah, we getting.
Oh, we coming
we getting
late.
late.
Oh, and we got to go early.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lewis House. We're about to go do his podcast
6
like
a.m.
6 a.m.
Yeah,
6
I'm on
a.m.
that, yeah,
or
6
7?
Well, we got it's LA, so
Oh,
we
yeah.
gotta
So,
get up
yeah.
for 6.
So we got that in the morning. We got something to do with the Clippers tomorrow, and then a big meeting that we can't tell y'all about yet.
Is it
but
2
we
meetings?
will
I thought it
tell
was
you.
another one.
No, just one. Just
That one got canceled?
Yeah,
okay.
I had to. So yeah, we got the Clippers, and then we are in San Diego on Sunday for the marriage conference.
Shout out, but don't forget Saturday night, 8
Oh, yeah,
to
Saturday
10.
night.
ET Spiritual Development is free.
8 to 10.
8 to 10.
Tamisha was like, "Why he do that time? Yeah, you want
Because
to
they
do
college
that late?"
students.
Oh, okay.
College
got you.
students. It's on campus. Yep, they college
8 to
students.
10?
8 to 10.
You preaching for 2 hours?
No, but I just say 8 to 10, so we start at 8:30. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I got
Jamie
you.
gonna be there, so it might be.
Oh,
Oh, it might
Jamie's
turn
coming?
into
Yeah,
something.
it might
Oh,
turn-
Lord
It might
have
turn
mercy.
into something.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely is. I'm saying, that's like 11 to 1 our time.
Oh, you know my body. I ain't tripping.
We putting
I'm
something on
tripping.
social media with that?
Yeah, I put it up already.
Tripping.
Okay.
Ken, you coming? Oh, okay, good. Oh, look, we got the squad. Black's coming too.
Hey,
Black got back on the squad first, right before the
LA
Cali trip.
Yeah.
Is that
Right
a
before the
coincidence?
for some
Fair
reason.
foul.
Oh, foul. All day foul. Black like, yeah, I'll meet y'all in LA. Yeah. So yeah, we out. So San Diego on Sunday. Shout out to Houston and Dallas the following
Next
weekend
weekend.
for the marriage conference. There's still a couple tickets on sale. Go to etinspires.com. But can we tell them to go to the site yet?
Oh yeah, we good.
/events. We
Yeah,
got
events.
hacked, y'all.
got hacked.
We got
We got hacked.
hacked.
And let's
yeah.
just say, We never had more views on the site.
We had a lot of grown
It
man
was free
gifts.
GMG.
Free grown man gifts.
Somebody hacked us.
Yeah.
And our sites, we were wondering why our website traffic was.
We think we know who hacked us. We'll be having our lawyer contact.
Our website traffic was through the roof. We thought we had sold out the Silverdome. And
I'm talking about sold out. Merchandise sales going up. Unbelievable.
turns out we got hacked.
We got hacked.
Any other announcements? P7D, stay ready.
Yep, stay
April,
ready, everything
and
coming.
I mean, March in
The
Atlanta.
resolution
March
is still
11th,
on.
March
still
12th.
on.
March 12th, Atlanta. Stay Ready Conference. Inky Johnson. Boog just came in the building.
What up, Jay?
Let's see. Yeah, it's March 12th, and then April, P7D. So go to etinspires.com/events for all of that. Jay, come say what's up to the people, man. We on the podcast. Jaylen just
still-
walked in the building.
We still on.
He's
we still on Facebook
He's a
Live.
superstar. Let it go.
good?
You can. What's the word, nephew? Good to see you.
This is what I would have looked like at 6 feet tall.
Right.
This is what I would have looked like.
No, Jay 6'3". Yeah,
That's how they look like.
So no, we got a bunch of stuff going on. We're excited to see it. Make sure y'all come out to all the events that we're having, man. It's just gonna be a great time. Super excited. We bringing the wives out.
You got the book,
And
Simona?
Oh, the book. Oh yeah.
There's got to be
Book,
one up there
please.
somewhere. It's one in your car.
Oh, yeah.
If it ain't there.
Yeah,
You
it's
took
in
the
my
one
car.
from here last night.
Yeah, it's in
Black,
my
can you
car,
run to the
sitting
car
right on
real
top.
quick? It's sitting right in E's car, yeah.
Jaylen, tell the people how you do. Hand them your mic real quick, Carl. Tell the people how's your senior year going. They hear about
give
you. It's
us
been
a
a long
lesson,
time
yeah.
since you wasn't taking your sister to school. Like you're
Oh,
picking
you
your
back
sister
now.
up.
Everything
He's back
good.
now.
Senior year, I got 3 more months left. May 5th, 7 p.m.
Oh, he already got the time.
Yeah.
Wow. May 5th at 7
Give
p.m.
us one lesson, son. This last 4 years that you learned. Just give us one. Shout out to some high school kid or some freshman in college. Give us one lesson, man.
One thing I learned is, oh my bad.
Cut your phone off. Just cut your phone off, son.
One thing I learned is process over the product. A lot of times you don't see what you reaped at times, but it's gonna come in the end. So that's what I learned. That's the biggest piece.
Process.
Sound like the Patriots.
I got one more question. How the blank y'all lose by 30 the other night?
Don't answer that.
Just pissed me right off.
Now that one turned
I was
Don't
so
answer
hurt.
that.
I turned that one
Yeah.
off.
Back to positive note.
Okay.
Trust.
Thanks, Jaylen.
Trusting when it doesn't make sense, right? And I told y'all before, I'm super excited because now it's about duplication. We are what John Maxwell.
Oh, look at that
been-
ETA publishing though.
It's bigger at the
that's
back.
beautiful.
It's bigger at the back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Can you see it?
Can we zoom in on that? Yep. Shout out to everybody not watching this
Hey.
right now on the live stream.
Shout out to Simona and her family, her husband,
Yeah,
absolutely.
for allowing
Excellent
them
job.
to share
Excellent
their
read.
story.
their story. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know this wasn't easy. This not.
Yep.
It's not like just dropping out of high school and taking 12
No.
years to get it for. You know what I'm saying? It's-
Seriously, I took the book home what day was we met here Tuesday. So it was the weekend. Somehow Friday we met. You weren't here. I took it home. My dad finished the book by Saturday afternoon.
Wow.
He said he couldn't put it down. Like no
Oh, yeah,
plan. He
no,
read
yeah.
the whole book like
Yeah.
cover to
It's
cover. He
deep.
was like, yo,
It's
it's a
deep.
phenomenal book.
It's a phenomenal read. You need. Hey, I'm calling it 2017 most inspirational narrative out there. I mean, I'm being real, guys. A mother and her child's battle with cancer. You have to read this to see how the story goes. So,
Phone died. Say it again for
one more time. Simona Watts. All right, when trusting when it doesn't make sense, and this is a phenomenal. Look, this ain't no story. I hate when people say that. ET, man, you got a phenomenal story. Story. It's my doggone life. This ain't no story. You know what I'm saying? So,
Talking about practice.
we're excited though because it's one thing when you do something for yourself, that's your reasonable service. But when we're putting other people in the game, and look, I'm not bragging, but we did this right. As publishers, we took care of our authors. We gave them an opportunity to just be able to write and not have to worry about the mortgage and all that stuff. And so don't call me thinking we're gonna just write your book because you see it, because that's not gonna happen. But we were able to take care of her, and now she's able to take care of you guys and change the world. So shout out to also Marcus Thigpen, Average Skill, Phenomenal Will.
Yep.
The Marcus Thigpen story, his book is out as well. So we're just
get it.
excited, guys. Yep.
Shop.etinspires.com. Shop.etinspires.com. Y'all
Two
go
great
get them
reads.
now. Yep.
Y'all
Also,
ready for breakfast? Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right.
You got a nugget of the day?
Yeah, I got the nugget. I put it up earlier. Surround
Hey,
yourself.
real quick before
sorry.
we do that, real quick, man, I want to dedicate this episode seriously. Adele, our guy Adele.
Yes, sir.
man.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Yeah.
I'll be honest with y'all. Adele is one of the main reasons we're doing this podcast.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
Adele
yeah.
used to be like,
Yeah.
he was an avid podcast fan, and he was a fan of E and what we were doing, and he kept staying on me about, man, y'all need to do the podcast. You need to do the podcast. And still one of our most loyal listeners and a good friend. He's working on some stuff with us. His mother passed last week, and
Cancer, man.
Of course, a very tough time for him and his family. So I want to dedicate this episode to him and his loved ones. We were praying for you. We love you, and
Flintstones.
let us know. Let us know if there's anything we can do for you, brother. I know you're listening. We got you back. E, get us out of here on that nugget of the day so we can go eat some hash browns.
Yeah, for real. Surround yourself with people who force you to do better, right? And I put up earlier, guys, you know you can't get to the next level or you can't get to the level of success that you desire with the people you're running with. Like, for real. So do something about it. Like, I'm being real. Like, this is not trying to be deep. Like, you look at the people around you. You know that those individuals cannot help you to get to the next level. You know that. Right? So quit talking about loyalty. Like, loyalty to who? Loyalty to them or to you? Loyalty to your next level. Loyalty to your dreams and your goals. So hey, it's your boy E.T. saying, surround yourself, CJ. Surround yourself, Carl. Surround yourself, Ken. Surround yourself with people who will force you to be great. And look, you just one relationship away. I'm being real, guys. It's one relationship away from getting to the next level. So stop talking that loyalty mess. Stop talking all about, what loyalty is? Is you being scared, you being afraid to let go of your comfort zone to get to the next level. That's what it is. So you use terms like I'm being loyal, like I ain't forgot where I come from. It has nothing to do with that. You are afraid. You are afraid of the growth that's gonna have to happen if you get new friends. You're afraid of being stripped, right? You're afraid of being torn down and being rebuilt. You're afraid of starting all over again. You are afraid of letting people down, telling them no. You are afraid of being rejected. You are afraid that you might be abandoned. I say, let it go. It ain't doing nothing for you anyway, and get to the next level. You are one relationship away from the next level. What you holding on to, what you waiting for. Let's make it happen.
Hey, appreciate y'all for listening, man. Go write us a review. We'll see you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you